guy. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though, we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Raiders going up against the Buccaneers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James. Up on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The lone receiver right is Cooper. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 54 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jude. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This is Murray, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Cook. Escaping the pressure right. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run here. It's Murray. Room here to run. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
They go back to Murray on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
Now a second down run for Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, that second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They snap it direct. This is Murray. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding time. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's the Bucs' new signing from New York, Robert Ayers. In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing, Cook. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this one away, and it's got some hang time to it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And now an introduction here to the starting 11 on offense. And one of the good wideouts, of course, is Vincent Jackson.
And when he's on the field, you don't play small ball. You make sure you get it out to that guy and let him go get it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
On second down, Martin. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Justin Ellis hit on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Ready. Blue ready. Flip.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
550.
On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Here's the Raiders punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Winston again. On the move to his left. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by first-rounder Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Gone. All right, now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught left side to Crabtree. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jackson's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Here's Winston, rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And that'll make it 3rd down. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
This is caught inside the 15. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. throwing. Cook. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Cook. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So holding by the offense and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now Winston, and Brate has it over the middle. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Khalil Mack's no different than any other player in the league. He's always looking for respect from his peers. I think when you make all-pro at 2 different positions, you get big respect.
First guy ever to do that, by the way, and 2nd in the league behind J.J. Watt. 23 tackles for loss last year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Martin. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. 3rd down from the 2, 4th down lurking, but one more shot here. What do you do, Charles?
I think you run it here. Try and create some space, get your punter a little bit more room, and if you're really lucky, you get enough space to get 1st down. But I think right now the big thing is take care of the football, get space for your punter, and get rid of the ball.
Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, I do kind of wear that well, don't I?
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense does their job here, and now for the punter and this special teams unit, a nightmare. You're snapping from your own 1-yard line.
And that job they did, no leverage for the offense. They got underneath, held their ground, so now they're trying to punt it away. If you're the punter, what's the first thing? Don't step out the back of the end zone because then you give up a safety.
Yeah, you got to remember to catch the football first, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That does come into play, doesn't it?
This is taken at the 10. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now back to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargreaves. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Following the interception, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ready, white 25, here we go.
They pitch it out to Martin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Blue lady, here we go. Sonic. Ready, blue lady.
Another pistol look here. They run again on first down. Martin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go now. Blue lady.
Second down, Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go now. Blue lady.
They'll run for it now. Here's Marcel Reese. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready, blue lady. White.
Now Jameis on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Sonic. 550. Easy. It's hot.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready, blue lady.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got time. Now he's flushed out right. And he's got some space here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Ready, blue lady.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 36 yards out. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he will be brought down here at about the set. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 1 man on the backfield. That's Martin. To throw, Winston. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The former 49er, Aldon Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Going for it all. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Caught here left side by Brett. And down inside the 15 he goes. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Cook. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Andre Holmes, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
150.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A toss play. This is Martin. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a second and just 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Wait.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston surveying the field. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third down, 15 yards still needed. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Ready, let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. He'll look to set up his blockers. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, here we go. Leopard!
Now Cook. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The four-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. They run it again with Martin. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Oakland. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. Back now in Tampa. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Another pistol look here.
Watching that, Barney. Back out of Philly. Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Ready.
2nd down, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. One man of the backfield, that's Martin. Jameis to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Cook. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing, Cook. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenny Brent, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flush to his right. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing off, he gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jameis now on first down. And Blake, the tight end's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They run. Martin. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Winston now from the 50. Caught. It's Huff. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now, Sonic.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Flip. Ready. Blue, white. Blue is hot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. This will be caught inside the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Oakland, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all that you do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and bee in a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Haunted by the thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil of linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die, eating up his innards. An unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Selly, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all the we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way.
Would rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion.